they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're going to be starting the 100% item walkthrough here on Dark Souls Remastered. Obviously if you're playing the original or the old version of Dark Souls 1, it doesn't really matter. The items are all in the exact same spot, so this guide will also be helpful for you. So just like in all my other item walkthroughs, this will not include anything like NPCs. This will not include any type of strategy guide, enemy placements, since most of the enemies will be removed before recording. Maybe not quite so much in this episode because the enemies aren't really that important in this episode. But in this guide, we will be showing you where every tiny single bit of loot is, where all the chests are, where all the fake walls are, anything that you can simply find by exploring. And you know, I'm sure we'll point out a few things, just interesting little details about the game maybe. So yeah, so the first episode is obviously going to be Northern Undead Asylum. If there's anything I would like to point out within the guide, I will let you know at that specific time. Right now, the only thing I would like to say is, if you really do want to get the 100% of the items in this first area, make sure you get the black fire bombs at the start, because this will allow you to kill the tutorial boss on its first encounter. Because if you do this, you will get his weapon, whereas if you kill him a bit later on the second encounter, you will not. Don't worry too much though, you're obviously not going to be able to wield this weapon at the start anyway, and you can get it a bit later on. So yeah guys, if there's anything I would like to point out, I will let you know at a specific time. Hopefully this video is helpful. If it is, please go like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time guys.
Regrettably, not. Oh. Now I'm exploding.
So after picking up that soul over on the left hand side, just before exiting the asylum, you can come over to the opposite side, to the right hand side, and this is where you will be able to trade certain items for other items with the crows, just to let you know that. So another really huge important thing to check out, once you go to the top of this hill, it will take you back, or it will take you to Filing Shrine, where the real game begins. But this is not everything we can do in the asylum. So once we get to the area where the gargoyle boss is, we're actually going to take the elevator down here to the left. This is the elevator or the shortcut that takes you back to Firelink Shrine. But what we're going to do is, before getting all the way to the bottom of the elevator, we're actually going to drop off a bit early, and this is going to take us to this secret kind of area here in Firelink. So there's two things we can do up here. Obviously the main important thing is go back to the asylum, but before we do that, we do want to climb halfway up, and we're going to get the key to the second floor of the asylum. I think you can jump back across without falling down, but if you fall down, obviously don't worry about it. Just get back on the shortcut lift, and you can jump off on the way up onto the same section. So once we're back in the asylum area, you do want to be very careful. This is actually a very late game area now, and there's another boss in here which is also a very late game boss. So I really don't recommend doing what I'm doing in this video, because you're going to have a lot of trouble. However, if you are going to come back, I do recommend having a good bleed weapon. This is going to be quite good against the boss. So the first thing we're going to do, I do really recommend going back to the bonfire, because that way if you die against the boss, you will just respawn right here. So to fight the secret boss, you're going to have to go back into the big room where we originally fight him, and just stand around the middle, and the floor will collapse, and this is where you can fight him again. This is pretty tough, but the reward is definitely worth it. You get a Titanite Slab, which is the highest upgrade material, or at least one of the highest upgrade materials in this game. So from here we want to go back to our original starting cell. This is where you can get a peculiar dough. This will give you access to a secret area a bit later on. There's going to be a Black Knight here. Be careful. You can either try and dodge him or try and parry him or whatnot. So yeah. So once you get to this area, on our way back to the asylum, we're going to encounter the same NPC that gave us the Estus and the keys. So now he's going to be hollow, he will attack us. This is kind of a pretty hard battle depending on how early you came back. If you know how to parry correctly, it's not too bad. So yeah, make sure you kill him. He will give us the Crest Shield. From here, we're going to go up the stairs where the boulder hit us before. And it probably will hit you again now, but whatever. You're going to go to the very end, and there's going to be a locked gate here. This is where the second floor key is going to come in handy. And we're going to get the rostring in here, and this is going to be the last item of this area.